So, as we're going to talk about a little bit later today, Donald Trump left Washington, D.C. yesterday after vetoing the second coronavirus relief bill and appears to be turning on absolutely everyone around him, including Vice President Mike Pence. And things are going to get interesting for these last few weeks. Based on a report from Axios' Jonathan Swan, it appears that the reason Trump is turning on everybody is fury and rage that others are not indulging Trump's conspiracy theories about the election, nor his absolutely hopeless and absurd ideas for how to overturn the results. Donald Trump has reportedly been outraged at Vice President Mike Pence, at Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, at White House counsel Pat Cipollone, at Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and even at Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. And even though once again, the White House and the people around Trump have distanced themselves from attorney Sidney Powell, it appears as though it's her perspective that's the one that is in Trump's mind primarily, which is that everybody around him who's not willing to foment his harebrained ideas for how to overturn the election are seen by Trump as being weak, stupid, or disloyal, or some combination of the three. And the effect of this, again, according to Jonathan Swan from Axios, is that the few people around Trump with an iota of common sense are reportedly very concerned about Donald Trump's behavior. Donald Trump reportedly thinks Mike Pence isn't fighting hard enough for him. Donald Trump is furious that White House counsel Pat Cipollone isn't doing enough of the things Trump wants to try to overturn the election. Trump thinks anyone who's not willing to push for the Department of Justice to forcibly it's not justice, it's Homeland Security, to forcibly seize voting machines. Anybody who doesn't want that is weak. And apparently it's not just Trump cultists and loyalists who are looking at January 6th as an important date, because according to people who have discussed January 6th with Donald Trump, he is also apparently thinking that maybe Mike Pence can do something for him as he oversees the formal counting of the electoral vote. Donald Trump spoke Monday night with Republicans in the House about voting to overturn the results on January 6th, which is just completely absurd. And then lastly, it does appear that Donald Trump has also fully turned on Senate Majority Leader Republican Senator Mitch McConnell, including, listen to this, Trump had his own personal assistant email Republican lawmakers on Monday night a single PowerPoint slide that attacks Mitch McConnell. So there's every indication that the last couple of weeks of this administration, after we get back from the New Year's break, are going to be completely and utterly insane. The grifters and the conspiracy theorists really seem to have gotten to Donald Trump, and Trump actually seems to have fallen for all of the craziest ideas and the most laughable notions about this election and about how he could potentially overturn the results and get a second term, none of which will work, but will embarrass him and really damage the country if he continues to try. And so if the last few weeks are evidence of anything, they're evidence that that 25th Amendment to remove a president would never have been more appropriate than it is right now. But it's not even worth talking about more. It's just not going to happen. The themes here are Trump can never accept responsibility. He can never accept losing. Everything is always somebody else's fault. He can never accept that his actions have consequences. He sees the consequences, but he doesn't connect them to his past actions. He blames other people. And by the time we get back early in 2021, there's sort of two paths here. Donald Trump will either have continued escalating from this to something even more outrageous, or he won't come back to the White House at all after his Christmas trip to Florida, and he'll just sort of evaporate. The way he's been behaving the last 48 hours makes me think he's not going to go quietly, but all we can do is wait and see. But Republicans are increasingly worried about his behavior, and I want to talk about that next. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. Takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, Instead of actually using your real credit card number, the privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft. And it's free. There's no catch whatsoever. But if you want, Privacy also offers a $10 a month plan that gives you 1% cash back and lets you create 36 credit cards a month, and a $25 a month plan tailored more for small businesses where you can create 60 card numbers a month and much more. But definitely go ahead and at least get started with the free plan. You'll protect your financial info. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.